Welcome to another episode of Mac Minute. In this episode, we'll be covering iCloud. We're going to be helping you get the most from iCloud by going over several of its features. First, let's start with one of the most underutilized features of iCloud, I feel, and that's actually iCloud's website that you can get to by going to iCloud.com. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my iCloud account right here. I'll just give this a second as it loads, and from here I can grab my mail, I can look at my contacts, let's take a peek at some of them. So here are all my contacts that I have stored in iCloud. These are also accessible on my other devices such as my iPad, my iPhone, and even here on my Mac. I'm going to take a peek at some of my calendars. Got those in here, and Notes. Notes is a great feature that syncs between your devices as well. It's very underutilized. Great way to jot something down and have it available quick. Maybe you're making a shopping list. A lot of great features. Pages is a new beta feature to iCloud where you can actually create a document here and it will appear on your Mac. So if you're on the go and don't really have access to your home Mac, you can sign in anywhere where you have access to the internet and go ahead and create a document and then pick up right where you left off at home. Perfect for maybe a student who needs to work on something at the library and then finish it up later. It's a very, very nice feature. Now, in order to start taking advantage of some of these features, we're going to actually have to sign in to iCloud on our Mac because that's where I want to start syncing. So we're going to go over here into System Preferences, and we're going to click on the iCloud section, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my iCloud account. This is going to enable me to allow my Mac to sync up with all the information that I put in iCloud, whether that be the contacts that we looked at earlier, calendar events, notes, it could be pages, documents in the cloud, a number of different things. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of the iCloud account that was previously syncing in here, and we're not really going to cover iCloud keychain that much in this video. Perhaps another video will bring it up. It's a great feature, definitely one to take advantage of and keeps track of your passwords, but not exactly some of the basic features of iCloud that we're going to be focusing on today. So, getting back into what we are going to be looking at, let's take a peek at what syncing looks like with your Mac. As you can see, I got contacts, calendars, reminders, notes. I have Safari, so my bookmarks will be on there. Documents are checked to sync. So let's kind of take a peek and see what syncing actually looks like now that we have it all turned on. As you can see here, I have an iCloud section under the contacts. I don't have any in there right now, but if we give it a few minutes, all of my contacts will actually appear. What's happening is my computer, my Mac, is reaching out over on the iCloud and saying, what contacts are available? Let me sync up and make sure that everything matches. Same thing is going to be happening in the calendar application. When I open this up, my calendar events are going to populate from iCloud and be reflected right in here. But let's take a look and see what the syncing actually looks like. Here we have the notes section of iCloud. I'm going to go ahead and make a test note so we can see exactly how it looks like on the Mac. I'm going to make a test contact, and to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the little plus sign, click on New Contact, and just put in test and test, the first and last name. That way, when we go to find it later, we'll be able to find it easily. I'm going to do the same thing over in the calendars. I'm just going to click over here. I'm going to put in a test and test for an event name, and this way you'll be able to get an idea of how quickly iCloud works. Looks like all of my contacts have synced over, and there's the test that we just made in contacts. I'm not going to really need that in my personal phone, so I'm going to delete that. Let's take a look and see if calendar has started to pop up. And as you can see, yeah, there it is. There's our test event that we just created. It's synced over in just, I don't know, maybe about 30 seconds, but that's not good enough for me. We're going to go ahead and edit some of the time. And if you take a look over here at the window, we'll just give iCloud a second to realize it, and you will actually see the time has changed. It has now become a little bit later in the afternoon. That's how quick changes are reflected when you make changes in iCloud, or even when you create an event. Just a few seconds, and then it's updated on all of your devices. It's a great feature. We're going to go ahead and take a peek over here, over at the notes. We made a test note first, and there it is. As soon as I opened it up, it was able to sync up to the iCloud and grab that note that we made earlier. It really didn't take that long. As you can see, it's very important to be able to have iCloud enabled on your devices. That way everything kind of matches up all the time. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Pages in iCloud so you can get an idea of what it looks like when we're actually working on a document. I'm a big fan of just typing in test, but here we're actually going to go ahead and type in something a little more detailed to simulate if you were actually writing a full sentence. We're going to go ahead and type that in, and we're going to just go and close this up. As you can see, iCloud is starting to save the document that we just started to work on. Updating one document right there. And that document is accessible by going to iCloud's website, iCloud.com. You sign in, click right over on Documents in the Cloud. We're just going to make sure that we have Documents and Data checked here, and in System Preferences. And here you can see a list of all the applications that iCloud is compatible with for Documents in the Cloud. Now, you're probably wondering, where is that document? As you can see, it's not stored here in the Documents folder. That's because this is Documents on my Mac, and that document does not live on your Mac, even though you can save it. As you can see, it lives right there on iCloud. This feature allows you to access the documents, as long as you're signed into iCloud, that you have stored on there. You can easily grab them, you can make changes to them, and the nice thing here, just as we made changes to that calendar event that synced up so well earlier, you will actually see the changes that you make to the document here in Pages reflect on iCloud in only a matter of minutes. Going over to Chrome over here, as we open up iCloud, we'll be able to take a peek at that document that we just made, and as you can see, the changes have already been updated. So, to review, if you're looking for a great way in order to sync your contacts, your calendars, your notes, your documents, your bookmarks across all of your devices using your regular Apple ID, iCloud is a great feature that it will enable you to do that. I'm going to go ahead and sign out of my iCloud account right here. The nice thing about doing this is anytime you sign out of iCloud on any of your devices, it does not delete the information from iCloud. It simply removes the iCloud information from your device that you're removing it from. So you never have to worry about missing anything. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, send us an email at tech@sch.org.